Go.
Hi, welcome to Latin Times TV. We're here with Mr. Bob Buckhorn, and he is running for Tampa City Mayor, and we'd like to welcome you to our show.
Sure. Thank you, Julie. Thanks for being here.
Thank you. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I served as 8 years as the top assistant to Mayor Sandy Friedman. Was elected twice to the Tampa City Council from 1995 through 2003. Left the city in 2003 and went out and was a partner in a large D.C. public affairs firm, and then about 2 years ago set up my own firm.
Oh.
I am a dad of two little girls, ages 9 and 5, and married to a wonderful woman who is the chairman of OBGYN for USF. So
Oh, awesome.
she has delivered lots and lots of babies, and so I've been in Tampa since about 1983.
Oh, where are you from?
Right outside the Washington, D.C. area, Falls Church, Virginia.
Awesome. Well, Tampa's a good home.
It's a wonderful place. Yeah, I've seen it grow so much and mature, and it's ready for its next story.
Awesome. If elected, how will you ensure that Hispanic small businesses get access to city contracts?
Well, I think the same way I've tried to live my entire life, and that is that, number one, my administration is going to be a big tent. I believe that what separates us as a community is our diversity. And it sets us apart from other cities that we compete with. Our diversity is something that we should celebrate as a strength. But part of that means giving everybody the opportunity to share in the wealth, if you will. When a previous administration tried to dismantle the Women and Minority Business Program in the city of Tampa, I was the one that stood up and said, no, this is not right. Many of these businesses deserve the opportunity to compete. There are some things that the city can do to help them. That doesn't mean we guarantee outcomes, Jolie. We just guarantee opportunities. And that's what the city is responsible for doing. It's not my job to make you successful. It's my job to make sure that you have an even playing field. And so I'm going to look out for, but more importantly, find ways to foster the growth of particularly women, minority, and small businesses. Because ultimately, the bulk of our growth in this economy is driven by small businesses. Hispanic businesses are a part of that. They need to know that in my administration that they're going to get a fair shot, and that we're going to do everything we can to make sure that it's not just the good old boys that get all the business, that everyone gets a shot at.
Awesome. If elected, will you meet with Hispanic leaders at least once every 6 months to discuss issues and opportunities?
Absolutely. You mean the guys in the coffee shops every day? They solve all the problems in the world every morning.
With café con leche.
With café con leche is right. Oh, absolutely. I mean, I grow and I learn from other people. And my success will be determined by how much people are willing to give back to me and to give back to this community. And the way I do that is by being out here, by having conversations like this, and I have these conversations in every community in this town. So absolutely, yes. Yeah, I want to hear what people have to say, and I will be a better mayor because of it.
Awesome. If elected, what actions will you take to ensure that Hispanics represent an equitable share of top-level city executives?
Well, my commitment is this, that my administration will look like the diversity of this community. I want smart people. I want people who are committed to getting us to the next level, people who believe in this city. And I think in order to do that, I have to reflect in the people that I hire. And my administration has to reflect every shade and hue and ethnicity and preference and gender, age of the people that I represent. And the same is true not only in the people that I hire, but in our police department. Our police department needs to look like the community that we patrol. We need more Spanish-speaking officers. Our African-American community needs to be represented in the numbers that they represent as a whole. Our emerging communities, be they Colombian, be they Vietnamese, all deserve an opportunity as well to participate. And so I think you'll see my administration look like this paella that we call Tampa.
Tell me, what have you done prior to this to work with Hispanic community and businesses?
Well, I've spent probably close to 20 years in city government, largely reaching out to every segment of our community, particularly those that historically haven't had a voice. I have so many friendships and enjoy so much affection here in West Tampa and in the Hispanic community, because when I got to Tampa in 1987, or when I worked for the city in 1987 as Sandy Friedman's assistant, that's where it started. I mean, the West Tampa community, be it Cuban, be it Puerto Rican, be it Venezuelan, be it Colombian, sort of adopted me and welcomed me into their hearts and welcomed me into their homes. I mean, I didn't have any family here. I didn't know anybody here. I was just willing to work hard and make the effort to reach out to people, and they responded accordingly. And so I am very fortunate in that regard to be an honorary Cuban and be an honorary Puerto Rican, and I treasure that. And so it's in my DNA as a person. I mean, that's who I am. That's who I will be as mayor. I want to make sure that everyone has a fair shot, and that I'm the mayor for everybody. I don't always have to agree. And there'll be times when we will disagree. But regardless of who you are and where your standing is, you are going to have a seat at the table.
Awesome. If elected, will you agree to an interview with Latin Times at least once every quarter to discuss Hispanic issues?
Absolutely. Now, you may have to come to the mayor's office.
That's fine. That's fine.
And we can have cafe con leche, and we can solve all the problems.
What can you tell our Hispanic viewers and readers that will let us know that if you are elected, you will be responsive to Hispanic businesses, organizations, and families?
Well, I think the best indicator of that is what your history is. I'm not new to this community. I'm not new to the belief that I have an obligation to leave the city in better shape than it was given to me. I'm not new to the concept that we are stronger by our diversity. It's an economic issue for me. It makes us more competitive. It allows me to go out and recruit companies who want this city to reflect the diversity of their workforce. And so for me, our diversity is what makes us special. And that is what makes us Tampanians. We are very different than most cities in the country in that regard. The way we have come together with various ethnic groups, and we've intermarried. I mean, it's all one big, truly a paella.
It is.
And if you look at the ingredients separately, you would never think that they would all work together. But when the ingredients are all mixed into the city that we call Tampa, it works. And it is a special place, and we treasure that. We should honor it. We should celebrate it, and we should market it. And that's what you're going to find me doing for the next 4 years and hopefully 8.
Awesome. Well, I just want to say thank you to you for sharing this time with us and for letting us get to know you a little better. What is your website?
BobBuckhorn.com.
Awesome. Well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for sharing this time with us. And stay tuned for other great shows and catch us on Latin Times TV. Thank you.